Could you introduce yourself?
I go by Jaymison661 from Bakersfield, California. Been doing music since 2008. Started off with my two brothers, Riddy K and Joe Skaggs. We started off as a group called Dirthead.
What type of style of music was that? Has it always been rap?
Yeah, we were always doing rap back then. Started doing our own stuff. I used to go by Jason Voorhees back like.
Would you say you guys had like a style? Like talking about blasting fools?
We were kind of like a gritty, like talking about like killing and dark type of rap.
All right. Does it still exist out there?
Yeah, you can find some of it on YouTube. Just look up Dirthead.
What were the softwares that you were using?
I've always stuck with FL Studio.
And to this day, you still
Yeah, I use FL Studio 25.
Tell me about the AI videos, bro. What's the prompts or how, if someone doesn't know how to do that, or maybe they're thinking about it, but they're nervous about it, anything you would say?
You just got to be super specific down to like the clothing and the hairstyle and like the weather and pretty much everything.
Like when you're reading a book and they're like breaking down what they're wearing.
You gotta pretty much give it the vision. You have to narrate the whole entire thing, every aspect of it. Half the stuff I type in, it says it violates the guidelines, so I gotta dumb it down. I got like 3 movies right now that I'm making. One of them's already like 22 minutes long. The one with you seeing probably me jumping in the water. That's actually a movie. That's one of the parts where I'm like running from some ninjas and shit that are chasing me.
So I know you. So I watched your YouTube and I seen you've been making videos for quite a while. What about movies? I don't think I came across any movies. I know you've shown like some clips.
Oh no, I haven't put the movies out yet. I'm still working on them. But the clips that you've seen are from that are gonna probably be in.
Okay, I thought it was just a music video.
Well, I have 3 music videos out. Well, I made one like last night, but I got 2 out right now. You could look up on YouTube.
Why movies?
I'm not sure. I made a video and was like, let me see how far I can go with this shit.
Okay, so you're just pushing boundaries. And as far as the movie, was there any difference between making a video and making a movie? As far as the narration?
Yeah, you have to keep everything consistent. You have to basically keep everything exact for each scene, or it'll change the outfit, change the hair, change the fucking sun, it'll change everything unless you tell it everything specific.
So when you're doing your narration, is there a part that's all just narration of the description of everything, and then there's like what's happening?
Kind of write it all as like a story, like you would read it in the book, kind of thing.
You're like Stephen King in that shit?
I don't know. I kind of just
typing it out.
Yeah, kind of just go scene by scene. Honestly, like I'll be like, I'll think of a beginning introduction scene, and I'll be like, okay, what could happen next? And then I'll go off of what could probably happen next. And then after that, I was like, the next scene will probably be this.
Okay.
And then I just make it scene by scene and just keep going as long as I possibly can, really.
That's how the homies from like Lord of the Rings, Stephen King, they just type their shit out, and then they it's kind of like their own little universe that they write from. Is it going to be kind of like those movies where it's like it's one universe? All your movies are they're, even though they're different movies and different stories, they're like one universe?
No. I guess you could say the first 2, because they're kind of similar, but they're not. Like the guy's not the same. One of them, I'm like a fucking pizza delivery driver that gets abducted and by these fucking like a factory that creates fucking android humans and shit, and an alien invasion ends up happening in Bakersfield, and I fucking end up fighting the aliens and shit, and going to Mars and fucking all kinds of shit.
I'll be walking around downtown and it'll be you and another gentleman always dressed up, and then if I'm with somebody, I'd be like, do you know that they either know you guys, or I'd ask them like, have you seen who are those fools? I see them all the time.
That's my buddy Daryl.
And what is that? Daryl also a musician?
He makes beats and he like mixing masters. He's like a producer.
Okay.
He goes by Grims. Grims on the beat. Anybody need beats, hit him up. Shout out Daryl. Grims on the beat. Daryl Mattis on Facebook.
What goes into your outfit?
Well, this is a 3-piece suit. One day felt like it was something I liked better than wearing a hoodie and shit.
You said you're working on a new album?
Yeah, I got like 4 new albums, but I'm working on putting them out one by one. I made like a new don't know what, it's not like a band, but I'm trying to put together a band. I'm solo, but it sounds like a band. It's so like some rock shit that I made. But yeah, the group I guess is called Bleed the Static.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wrote a bunch of songs and fucking turned them into rock songs, and like kind of like R&B and rock and like a little bit of rap mixed together.
When you say you write a song, I guess what's going through your mind when you're writing a song? Is it the same thing? You start from one sentence, or do you have like a topic?
Yeah, I just start from one sentence and keep going. I think I'll make a chorus first usually, and then go off the chorus.
How do you get the chorus?
Just think of something in my head. I kind of make like a visual movie in my head, I guess you could say, and kind of play it out like that, but just write it down. Yeah, I don't know. I just think of it. It just fucking comes out.
Are you a pen or a paper dude?
I used to write it in notebooks. I had notebooks full, but I lost them all. So I just do it in my phone now on the notes. What
is it that you're doing with the group part? You said you're writing music for your group. Is it kind of like Gorillaz, where like they're all?
Well, it's me by myself, but when you listen to it, it sounds like a fucking like a band or whatever, like instruments. Like it sounds like a rock band. Yeah, no, it's pretty much like, I don't know, like a one-man band, like fucking like 9 Inch Nails or some shit.
Are you gonna
like he does all the singing and all the stuff, but it sounds like there's a whole band behind him.
So are you going to alter your tone and your voice for each part?
Yeah, and some of them are. Yeah, but some of them aren't.
You said it was like it was more rock, you said?
Some of them, yeah, because some of them are like hella like fucking 2000s rock sounding, and some of them are more like singing, like R&B, hella singing fucking like highs and shit. And some of them are rap. So it's kind of a mix of all of it.
I've been wanting to do a horror movie about graffiti, where like two homies, they go to, paint in the sewer or up in the mountain, and then like it gets a little bit late, and then the car's fucked up, and then shit gets wild, right? So I'm just like really like, the concept is of horror movies. I think I've heard a couple like horror writers. They spoke that really all horror movies is your fear of the unknown, making something very, very dangerous in a comfortable place. And so like camping, right? So you're kind of comfortable, you're with people, but then there's like the unknown of the forest, right? Like you don't know nothing. You're not a survival person. You don't know how to make fire. So you're just very like, you're very in denial of your situation, and then shit blows up, right? Now you have no comfort of where you're at. Or even if like you're in the cabin, oh, the cabin's safe. But like, nah, motherfucker, that's where the demon's at, and they're trying to pull you into the basement, and your Evil Dead shit. What type of music do you do with Bakograph?
We do hip hop. I have like 3 songs with him, 4 songs. We just did a new one called Cappin'. Yeah, we do shows. He performs with me at whenever I do a show, I hit him up usually, but we do like 4 songs together.
Have you traveled out to do music?
Yeah, I've been to like LA and like Vegas and shit, but never like met anybody that's in the music scene that could do anything for me, really. I went to LA one time, and some fucking dude in a recording studio was acting like he was gonna get me a fucking like a deal with like Universal or some shit like that, and it was a fucking scam. Ended up getting fucking scammed.
I mean, have you learned all this by yourself as far as the beats?
Making beats, yeah, kind of just fucking got on Fruity Loops and started just doing it. My younger brother, Rudy K, he got on there, I think, a little bit before me and started making like music and beats and shit, and then he kind of showed me a lot of it. And then I just kind of went from there. My older brother showed me some stuff too, because he was recording before all of us, so he kind of got us into it. So that's kind of how we both got into it. My brother was in a band. It was called Laboratory Orphan, but they kind of broke up a long time ago.
As far as the group you guys had, you guys just kind of life just took you guys different directions, or you guys just kind of weren't getting results?
Shit just happened, yeah.
How do you feel about doing another group?
I'd be down. My older brother lives like 2 hours away, so it's kind of hard for him to come around and do music right now. That was one of the reasons we kind of stopped doing stuff together. I'd be sending him stuff and he'll do it, but it's not the same when you're in the same room doing the project all together.
Yeah, I was listening to your music, and I heard some of the older stuff, and then I was listening to the song yesterday, and then when I was trying to promote the video, I saw that a lot of your music was on Instagram. That was fucking cool, bro. You know how hard it is to find people shit on Instagram? Well, I guess that they're making crazy money, so they don't want people just using it on Instagram.
Well, that's what DistroKid does. It'll put it on the Instagram and everything, yeah. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, fucking Roblox, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Deezer Music.
Where do you get your suits?
I used to get them at Stacey Adams, but they closed it down.
Bro, Stacey Adams got some fucking nice threads, bro.
But now they opened it back up. It's called like Aldo's or some shit. It's back in the mall.
Okay.
They opened it back up, so...
I think they've had Aldo's for a while,
but... They just changed the name, though.
Oh. I wonder if Aldo's bought out Stacey Adams, or they're just...
Maybe, because the same dude that used to work there still works there. And he said all they did was change the name.
When it comes to the suits, I'll get them at Men's Warehouse.
That's where my friend Daryl gets them at.
I just like that they customize them for you.
Oh, they do it at Stacey Adams, too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. They tailor it right there until you come back in an hour.
What?
Well, sometimes it won't take them an hour if they're like booked up.
But they got someone there that can do
Yeah, but my shit, they usually I like go walk around the mall and come back and it's tailored how I wanted it. He does your measurements and all that shit right there. I'll pin it together and all that.
What I would do with Men's Warehouse, I would wait until they have buy one get one free or half off, and so I would buy 2 3-piece suits, and then I tailor them, and then like a couple months later when I have a little bit more money, I'd buy a bunch of shirts, and then a couple months later when I had some money, I'd buy all the ties and the accessories that matches those individual shirts, just like over time. Are you a cologne dude?
Yeah, I like cologne. I'm trying to get that new Sauvage.
Bro, I bought that shit.
The YSL too. I like one of those ones.
I haven't bought that one. I bought the fucking Johnny. What's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, bro. So I was at the mall. I was just balling for him. So I was at the mall and I was looking to buy some colognes. And there's this girl and she goes, "Oh, you want to buy the Sauvage?" And I was like, "Man, is that that?" Oh, fuck, Johnny Depp? Was that Johnny Depp thing?
That shit's pretty fire, though.
Bro, it smells so good, but I think I was just hating that it was like a celebrity kind of cologne.
Yeah, they all do that.
And so I was just like, you know what? Nah, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to, I felt like it was too much market because it wasn't based on me coming across and smelling it. It was based on me, like, already seeing it on commercials. And so I was like, nah, I'm cool. I think I was taking a bunch of samples, and then she slipped that bitch in there, and she was like, I was like, oh, I like this one. I was like, I'll take that one. Fucking went and rang it up. Bro, that shit was like $200.
Yeah, it's
bro.
like 180 something bucks.
Bro, I did not fucking notice.
That's how much they are normally.
I was in a situation where I didn't care. So I was just like, whatever, just buying shit. But it wasn't until like later when I was like, putting my receipts away and making accounting of like what I spent for the week that I looked and I was like, oh, fuck, that shit was like $200. Oh, fuck. I was like, man, why would I do that? Like, it didn't hurt my pocket, but it was definitely like, don't do that. Why are you doing that? That's crazy. Because even like the ones I like, they're like $90 for 3-ounce bottle.
I don't think you can get them like that anymore.
The 3-ounce ones?
At the mall, they're not like $90 anymore. I go there all the time. I was looking at the Sauvage and the YSL and shit. Yeah, like the smallest bottle, it's like $120 now and shit. Man. The little 3-ounce little fucking...
Gotta buy them in the parking lot.
That's my fucking homie. He got the big ass fucking bottle of Sauvage in the parking lot at like Fast Trip or some shit. Some guy walked up. Oh, you want to buy cologne? $40. The big bottle. I was like, you lucky motherfucker.
Man, even that, man, you get those people that end up like it's fake. It's all fucking radiator fluid and shit.
No, it was fire. That shit smells hella good.
Oh man,
yeah, it was in the box and everything, still sealed up.
Well, that's what they do. The sample that they have is the real shit, and then the other thing's fake. They get you like that.
No, but he got the real one, lucky bastard. I wanted that shit too.
What goes into a cologne that you pick? Do you have like a? I don't like the ones that they call like spicy, like fire ones that have like a certain like.
I don't even know, honestly. That's Sauvage, and I smelled one of them YSL ones, and they were pretty fire.
I would say like the scents I like usually have like a floral, a cool floral kind of scent to it. I really don't fuck too much with like I don't like the fresh linen ones. There's ones that smell like fresh linen. I don't really like that because it's like your clothes already smell like fresh linen when if you know really into like your laundry. And so for me, it's like a cologne. I want it to be like distinct too. Like I stay away from the ones I used when I was a kid, like Hugo Boss. When I was a kid, I wore a lot of it, but now I smell it and it like reminds me of like cholos and shit.
The Curve.
Yeah. They remind me. Oh shit! I forgot about that one. The Curve is the one with like the cursive letters like on it, right?
Yeah.
The
wave.
Oh shit! So yeah. You know what? All that stuff.
That
just
blue one of that
youth.
One though, that shit was fire.
I'll show you my clones here. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, this is the one he got. Shit's dope. The Perry Ellis. Oh yeah, the Versace and the Gucci. Those ones are fire.
Bam! I just put them down. I'll put them away later.
Yeah, the Versace and the Gucci's. They're usually all pretty good. This one's one of my favorite ones though, with the magnetic lid.
Oh man, Johnny Depp got you, bro. I'm pretty sure it was out before.
It's not his. He just did the commercial.
He just did the commercials for it? Oh, okay. I thought they made it for him.
I don't think he did it. Or I don't think he owns it or anything. He's just like the commercial face.
The face of it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Pradas.
Oh, yeah. The Pradas, I like them. The Versace's, specific ones I like. And then that one, bro. That is my favorite. There's one of that's a black bottle, Chic. But I can't remember. Yeah, it's like Chic or Check, one of those.
Chic.
And then
Chic for men.
There's a black bottle of it. I can't ever find it, but that one, that's my go-to. That's the one I wear all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the kinds of colognes I get. I usually get like it has like a floral smell.
Yeah.
And then it's like cool too. It's not like a warm. It's hard to describe. I don't know what goes through your mind of how when you're smelling stuff.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
I don't like the ones like when you see them.
Like sweeter smells, I guess.
Okay, yeah. I try to stay away from the ones that are like mint.
Yeah,
mint. Yeah. Usually if it has the word amber in it or something, I stay away from it because it's just like it's too much like scent. I don't like it. I don't like that scent. But like a cool smell, I like it, and then like a floral smell. Do you have a woman's cologne that you like? Like if you had someone you're dating, like kind of cologne you like them to wear?
Not really. Not
or
really.
Like Flower
sure.
Bomb.
I don't know. I know there was one that I don't know the name of it though. My girl be wearing some shit.
I like Flower Bomb. Just really distinct. It has like a floral, oily smell.
I think she wears the fucking Bed Bath and Beyond sprays though a lot.
See, that stuff reminds me of Chola as well.
Yeah. No, she don't wear it's like more like a sweeter. I don't know how to explain it.
Man, like
it's like a candy smell kind of.
I think I got some trauma, bro. VO5, bro. I can't stand that shit, bro. When someone smells like VO5 or herbal essence and shit. Oh, that shit traumatizes me, bro. I feel like I'm gonna get shanked. Like, this bitch gonna shank me in my sleep again.
Damn.
I had a girl that tried to stab me in my sleep. Been traumatized from that shit for a minute. Any advice you would have for people who are trying to get into producing their own music, producing their own videos? Kind of, what would you say to them?
I don't know. Do your research. I guess just gotta practice.
You think a lot of people, they don't practice? They're like high expectation without the work ethic?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I just fucking do it. I don't even know how, honestly. Some of the shit I just do it and I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't even know how I came up with that shit. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, but if you're gonna do something, make sure you fucking put the effort in. Don't half-ass it. It's not gonna come out right.
No, for sure. You already have the concept in your head before you make the beat, and then you catch up to it.
The beats, no.
Or you modify it.
Well, if it just depends. If I'm making a beat for a specific song, then yeah. But if I'm just making a beat, then I don't know. I kind of just go through the sounds and pick a sound that I like and fucking go from there, really.
So are you starting with like a genre, or is just a beat and they're like, oh, this beat falls into this genre?
Yeah, kind of like that.
I was going on your website. I was checking out all your beats because I'm trying to do. This is one of the projects that I have when it comes to like this area. Is I want Chuck. You familiar with Chuck, the local? Yeah. So I want Chuck to do the intro and outro of the show. And I want a beat, like a recognizable, unique beat. And I just haven't like put in the effort to like get it done. I know I talked to Chuck about writing some lyrics, and he said he would do that, but there was like no pressure, and I didn't like make a deposit or anything like that. It's just like he said he was down to do it. And so now I've just been like trying to find a way to put it together, because I also want the song to be like relevant to the podcast somehow. Yeah. And I think I haven't done the podcast long enough to say like, oh, it merits some lyrics. I could probably come up with a recognizable beat that I could associate with the podcast, but as far as like what the podcast is about and the lyrics, I'm not sure, and I'm not sure how like I could have him interpret that, to come up with the lyrics for it, because again, it's just me shooting the shit with people. There's no like, oh, I gotta get like more and more famous people and more recognized people, and it's like, bro, I can go one day, I can interview fucking Afro Man, and then next week is like the local janitor at fucking Liberty and shit, and just like we're talking about janitorial work and shit. And how he believes in aliens and shit. Like who gives a fuck, bro? There's no point to it. So we're like an hour and a half. We can keep talking, or if you want to wrap up with something, we can just kind of wrap up with something.
Shit, I ain't tripping.
You believe in aliens?
I don't fucking know.
What do you mean you don't know? You either do or don't.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah? What makes you think there could be aliens?
I don't know. I don't think we're the only life form here.
It's so vast that there has to be something. It might not. So we just say
there's so many creatures on this earth that are fucking already aliens.
Fucking wild shit.
There's got to be some other shit somewhere else.
They tell you that you need this and that to survive, and then there's like plants that don't have oxygen. There's fucking sea creatures that have no sunlight. It's like I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shit can't survive in space, and then like, okay, then how did this come? But it came in a comet. It's like, come on, man. Fucking asteroid and the comet hit the ground, and it's like, and it had these germs in it, and it's just like, well, I thought you said nothing survives in space. Like, come on, man, you're winging this shit. You're winging this shit. You're making shit up as you go. I kind of believe the same thing. I think if the universe is so vast, it might not be in our proximity, but definitely like there has to be life forms, and it doesn't have to. They don't have to look like us. Obviously, they could be like, shit from like Star Wars or something. Just kind of just weird looking shit, just different. But it's like it's in control of its life. It's not necessarily like just like a dog and a cat. It's like something where it's like above it, kind of like how we are. We kind of like we can fuck with our it's not like a bird making a nest, it's not nah, we're like fucking making sundials and fucking temples and batteries and shit. That's like, ain't no fucking animal out there making no battery, bro. With their hands, they might be able to make acid in their fucking gut or some shit, but they like with their hands, with their thoughts, and they're like making formulas and understanding physics and like how the world works to like make nah, bro. They ain't shit like that. And so I think out there in the world, like somewhere in the vastness of everything, just randomness, it's and I don't think it's like rare. I think it's probably not uncommon. It's just like we haven't ventured out enough to say, like, we haven't gone further enough to say like, oh, this is pretty common every so often, and every galaxy has this. It's just we're just kind of stuck here. So apart from that, what about vampires? You believe in like werewolves and vampires?
No, probably not.
Just evil chicks that are vampires.
Or I would already be one.
Which one? You be a vampire or wolf, bro? You team Edward or team
fucking vampire?
Vampire? Why the vampire? Just to live?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to probably be a werewolf.
Nah, seems like it would hurt.
Motherfuckers are ugly as hell.
Seems like the wolf one hurts, bro. Just fucking bones fucking popping and shit. Your face just this nostril fucking growing a fucking some nostril crazy shit. Yeah. I think that'd be too painful just to fucking just because there's a full moon, not even a point to it. The vampire shit, you just live. You ever seen that We Live in the Dark?
Mm-mm.
It's about vampires, but they're like old school vampires, and they live in like a city, and they're always like they're dealing with like having to live forever. It's pretty like really weird shit. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You can check it out. It's on FX.
Yeah.
What about God? What's your relationship with God? You atheist, agnostic?
I don't know. I guess Christian, but not fucking Christian. I don't know.
Like you were raised.
I grew up like, Christian, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe.
What keeps you from, I guess, determining whether there's a God or whether you should, I guess, abstain from things? What is that? What's that situation? Just, I just enjoy what I'm doing. I'm not going to bother with it, or?
I don't know, honestly. Just don't. Never had seen anything that convinced me. Never seen a miracle. People coming back to life and shit like that, to me, is not this.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody come back to life.
Or fucking being able to see when they're blind, or fucking turning wine into water. Never seen it, so.
Well, I've seen people get their vision back, but that's more like science.
With surgery, but not just like waking up one day.
Yeah.
Or they went to some guy and he was like, you have vision. And now they're like, oh shit, I can see now.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. And then I haven't, obviously there's the occult things where like people can hear again. That's pretty tripped out. People,
like ghosts and shit. I mean, I've seen some crazy shit, but
you just end up determining that is just like some type of like
it's
fallacy in your mind.
Yeah, it's more of something.
You're jumping to a conclusion.
You're fucking probably dreaming.
Yeah, I've had where like sinks turn off and on, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and
I'll be like, "Oh man, is it like a ghost fucking with my faucet?"
Because I mean,
but it's like a plumbing issue.
I believe in like some kind of like, I mean, ghost. I don't know. You can't. There's none. You can't explain it, so there's no way to really talk about it.
I get really caught up in like Christianity. I like watching the history So there's the archaeological history of the Bible, and then there's the scriptures. So the scriptures are saying this is what happened, and then there's the interpretations of what it's saying. And then there's archaeological stuff that says like gives a lot of stuff like context. And when I look at those things, it does kind of push me towards Christianity to be like, hey, I do believe in the Christian God, the God of Abraham. But then when it comes to like following the rules, that's where it gets like, I don't know, like that shit ain't easy, bro. Like it's easy if you're committed to it. Like if you're like, okay, like I'm a Christian and I believe that these are the consequences, then it's like, okay, those are decisions you got to make. But to be in the world and have those decisions, like that shit is not easy, bro. Like to be like, oh, I'm gonna abstain from sex until I get married. That's pretty simple. Don't get laid. It's pretty simple. But when you live in a world where like, bro, my IG for my spray paint shop, where all I do is talk about spray paint, share pictures about spray paint, you think that the algorithm would suggest a bunch of spray paint. Bro, it's all titties, asses, and my dumb ass, what it does is because I'm scrolling, I go, oh shit, and I stop. And then I keep going. It goes boom. Just that pause is enough for the algorithm goes, oh, this is what he wants to see. And it's just like, man, so much out there. So your only choice is to like abstain from social media, abstain from like social settings. And it gets like, it gets difficult. But then like, if you really like listen to like what the scriptures say, and it's like, don't be of the world. You're not from the world. And that's the problem. You have two masters. And so you shouldn't have two masters. You should only have one. And that's God. And that's why you're struggling. You're not struggling because it's hard. You're not struggling because the world ain't fair. I never told you it was fair. I told you don't listen to that shit. Abstain from it. You can't have two masters. And so it's like, oh, okay. But love titties, bro. Just love them titties. Can't help it. Oh, you got kids? Or sure kids?
I got kids.
Shut up, bro. You don't look, I don't know. You don't come off as like a dad. What's that like being a dad?
Fuck, I got a grandkid.
Damn.
Yeah, I got a 2-year-old grandbaby.
Would you say it was like planned on your part, or is shit happens and you've been rolling with it, having a kid? Like where you're like, oh, let's have a baby, or just shit happens?
None of them were planned. I have 4 kids.
4 kids?
Yeah, 4 kids, a stepdaughter and a grandbaby.
I have my mom one time, she told me, she was like, tell me how it's like, having a puppy. Like having a puppy is like faster than your child. It's like it's just like in your hands, and all of a sudden it's like fucking motherfucker standing over you.
Yeah, I have a dog too.
And like my puppy, this is my first puppy. I never had a puppy before. I've always had like a grown dog, family dog or something, And I remember I could hold them in my hand, and then now motherfucker, like just to hold them is just like, fuck, this fool's heavy. I think he's like 70 pounds now. I think he's over 70 pounds now. And before I could just hold him in my hand for like hours, bro, just hold him. And now like, fuck, I'm like trying to hold him up to weigh him, and I was like, fuck, this fucking dude's heavy. What goes through your mind about having a kid? Is it stressful, or like?
Can be. I just go with the flow.
That's all you can do, right?
Yeah, just deal with it.
So I have a friend, and I remember I met his parents, and I was like, bro, your fucking parents are dope, fool. And he's like, what? Yeah, he goes, a lot of people tell me that. A lot of people like my parents. I was like, bro, like you can tell that they're like humble people, bro. You can tell that like that they don't hit you. You can tell that they like talk to you, and that they try to like rear you in the right direction. Like you could just feel it, bro. Whereas my dad was choking me, fucking hating me, fucking throwing shit at me, threatening me. My mom fucking hit me with belts and shit. She hit me with belts until like I'm not gonna cry or nothing, but Like she hit me with belts across my chest, my back, fool, until like one day, like I remember she just like swung that shit as hard as she could at me, and I just like took it and I looked at her, and then she like paused, bro, and she fucking went again, wow, as fucking hard as she could, and I just took it and looked at her, and then she did it again, like on the third one, and then she just like stopped, and she never hit me again after that. But I remember like the look on her face of like, oh, this shit ain't gonna work no more, and I was just like, what the fuck? And like I like when I met his parents, I was like I couldn't imagine them doing that. Like that shit was wild to me. And I remember I told him that, and he was like, yeah, you're not the first one to tell me that. Like, he's like, they were pretty good parents. They're really good. He goes, I still fuck up, I still made mistakes and shit, but I can really like I'm grateful for that. And I was like, oh shit. I don't feel like my parents were bad parents though. Even then, I kind of get it. I was a bad kid, bro. Like,
I feel like I was a pretty bad kid too.
I guess the way we usually end it is kind of just information on like where they can reach out to you, what your platforms, any kind of like things that you have coming out, whether it be a gig, an album date, release date, a show, whatever, just kind of like what's going on in the next month or two with yourself.
Nothing. I don't have any shows coming up yet. I'm trying to get one going, but yeah, just check out all my shit on JamisonBeats.com, BleedTheStatic.com. You can find all my music on, just look me up on Google, Jaymison661, Jaymeson 661.